So I'm doing a little bit different. This is the 35mm f2.8. So for vlogging purposes and stuff, nah. This is what I usually use, this field of view for shots, inside, outside. I love the 28mm, I love this lens, and I love the 40mm. It's the sweet spot. 24 is okay if you want a wider field of view, but then you have to worry about distortion. 20mm did a fantastic job, but I use that basically for vlogging on the build trucks. So you see, this is 35mm field of view. Let's go to another one. So this is the other 28mm. It is at f2. Okay. The only one that beats this is the 1.8 50mm, nifty 50. But I wouldn't vlog with it. I would just set the camera back. So the 20 to 24 I would usually vlog. 28 through 40 or even 50. That's the one where I would show, landscape. I would do my going downtown, taking pictures of people, buildings, stuff I like to do. And if an animal is close enough that I'm not running away from, I'll be using these lenses too. But I will be showing some zoom lenses at f2.8, which is an alternative, like the 17 to 28 or the 28 to 75. Sometimes you don't need the high quality lenses that you pay like $3,000 for now, when these smaller lenses can do fine with the IBIS that's installed in the camera. So you see, the reason why I'm walking around with this old 28mm, which is about 7 or 8 years old, is just to show you that compact lenses can work in the right conditions. So if we go in here, on the screen, never trust the screen on Sony's, even if this is one of the best ones that they have. But you see, I can play it back and you can see in the shadows how good this camera is, even with an old lens. So see, I'm just walking around. And this is 28mm. And so as I'm going into the shade, you can see the sun going through the trees. It looks pretty neat. It's sharp, it's clear. You see, nothing's blown out. Good atmosphere. So let's go around and take a look at the scenery. Now, there have been a couple of times where I pressed record and it didn't record. So you have to be careful where you place your thumb on, especially on the AEL. But this camera is pretty easy to handle. And I like the color science too. So this is 28mm. So let's go to the next one. Let's see. 50, 40. 3 more lenses. 40, 2.5, 50, 2.5, 50, 1.8. 40 millimeter, f2.5. So I like this, especially for car vlogging, 35 and 40. But you'll still catch as part of the dashboard, while I'm car vlogging. But the 15 millimeter has a narrow field of view, and it gives me a close-up. And as you can see, this is a pretty good lens also. So there's a 40 millimeter at 2.5. Okay, I didn't know what happened, but the 15 millimeter 2.5 stopped, the video stopped running. So let's go back here. You can see how close the truck is now, and the cars parked across the street. Let's go in here. You'll see how close this sign is, even if I'm against the wall. So see, 50 millimeter, even at 2.5, and it's around the stars. It's a lot closer. Box around the eye. So this is less of the G lenses, 2.5. Show the ground. Show up here. See? I think there's a little cloud there, so it gives a little. All right, so any barrel distortion with the 50 millimeter 2.5. Look at the shadows. I see none. It looks perfect. So let's go to the last lens, the 50 millimeter 1.8 nifty 50. This is the last one. So this is the 1.8, and I'm inside the garage. So it looks a little bit more than the 2.5, okay? But even at 1.8, with the ISO at 100, it's doing an okay job. Let's look at this tree. Leaves are coming. You can see some clouds. I do have a lens hood on. And you see, leaves are coming along with this crepe myrtle. And you can see the detail. The weeds. Do a little more, but the grass is growing. So I'll mow the grass, and then I'll lay some more mulch down to fill up the little gullies. And then we just need rain. That's the important thing. And see any real distortion? Pretty good, huh? For a nifty 50, it's an excellent lens. Okay, folks. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye.